Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to my classes. Namaste. How are you? So let's start the classes with the prayers we have learned so far. So fold your hands and repeat after me. Om Ganeshaya Namaha Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarvavigno Pashantaye. Now prayer to Devi Saraswati. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupani Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. And now prayer to Goddess Lakshmi. Namaste Astu Mahamaye Shri Pithe Surapujite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Very good. And now we are going to chant prayers to Lord Rama. Om Ramaya Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. And now prayers to Lord Krishna. Om Krishnaya Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. And now prayer to Lord Vishnu, which we learned in the last class. So we are going to go a little slow on this one. Namasamasta Bhutanam Adibhutaya Bhubrate Aneka Rupa Rupaya Vishnave Prabha Vishnave. One more time. You just listen to me. Namasamasta Bhutanam Adibhutaya Bhubrate Aneka Rupa Rupaya Prabha Vishnave Prabha Vishnave. Very good. So in the last class, we talk about Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. And their counterparts, Devi Saraswati, Devi Lakshmi, and Devi Durga. Lord Brahma is called the creator of the universe, and Devi Saraswati is his wife, and she helps him, and she is the goddess of knowledge. To create the universe, you need knowledge. So that's why Devi Saraswati helps Lord Brahma. Lord Vishnu is the preserver, right? Like when you plant a seed, then he makes sure that the plant is nice and strong. And Devi Lakshmi, who is the goddess of prosperity or wealth, is wife of Lord Vishnu. And Lord Shiva represents destruction or dissolution. And Devi Durga, the Devi of power and strength, helps Lord Shiva with that. And we also talked about cycle of creation, that you plant a little tomato seed, then it grows up into a big plant, it produces flowers, and then lots of tomatoes, and then those tomatoes dry up and become seeds again. So this cycle of creation goes on and on and on. So both male and female forms of God have equal importance. So the male forms of God are usually associated with strength and protection, and the female forms represent wisdom, wealth, healing, food, power, etc. Goddess Saraswati helps in the development of our mind. Goddess Lakshmi is responsible for our physical well-being and happiness. And Goddess Durga protects us from evil forces. Gods cannot exist without goddesses, and goddesses cannot exist without gods. The forms, names, and attires of the gods and goddesses depend on the roles we perceive them as performing. So like Devi Saraswati plays the veena, and she has, the book of knowledge in her hands because she's the goddess of knowledge. And we pray to her so that we can learn new things. Same as Devi Lakshmi, she's the goddess of wealth, and we need wealth to have a house to live in, to money to buy clothes in. So it depends, like their forms, names, and what they wear depend upon the roles we perceive them as performing. Some god and goddesses have 4 faces, and some have 4 arms, and I'll tell you what they represent. They carry different items like books, a mala, a string of beads. A mala is called a string of beads. A pot filled with water, a lotus flower, or weapons in their hands. So if you see a picture, you see all these things. They have a bird or animal as their vehicle. For example, like Lord Ganesha rides on a mouse, and then Devi Saraswati rides on a swan, and so on. Their forms, attires, the items they carry, and vehicles are symbolic with special meanings. The 4 faces and 4 arms represents the Vedas. These are the book of knowledge, which signify knowledge. The beads of the mala represent the material in the universe. They also represent the ability to focus the mind on good thoughts. We drive away the bad thoughts. The pot of water represents the creative powers, symbolizes nature and the essence of life. The lotus flower represents nature and the energy of creation. The lower right hand bestows blessings like bless you, tathastu, towards everyone who worships them. And different weapons are used by the gods to destroy the evil in the universe. So some of them are the Sudarshan Chakra, the disc, the gate, the mace, the trident, and so on. So now I am going to tell you a story of Devi Durga. Once upon a time, there lived a demon called Mahesha Asura. Maheshasura. So this is the demon, Maheshasura. He prayed to Lord Brahma for a long time without eating and standing on one foot. Here he is sitting and praying to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma was pleased with him and told him to ask for a boon. So Lord Brahma appeared before him and he said, I am very happy with your devotion and prayers. You ask me anything you wish. Mahesasura asked for immortality. So he said, I don't want to die. Lord Brahma said that this was not possible because every creature that was born had to die. Like the plant, the tomato plant has to die to produce new seeds. So this is the law of the universe. So this is not possible. I cannot grant you this boon. Ask for something else. So Mahesasura, he was a very proud and an evil person. So he then asked that no man should be able to kill him. And if he had to die, it should be only at the hands of a woman, because he was sure that no woman, however strong, could kill him. So he said, I want a boon that no man could kill me. And if I had to die, then a woman should kill him, because he was so confident that the woman, no matter how strong she is, will not be able to kill him. And Lord Brahma said, Tathastu, so be it. Now that Mahesasura was invincible, he and his followers went about hurting and killing people on the earth, and then went on to the heavens to fight the Devatas. So they said, nobody could kill us. So they started doing whatever they wanted. They started harassing the poor people and killing people on earth. And then they were so proud that they even went to the heaven. And Indra, Lord Indra, who's the Lord of the heaven, thunderbolt, right, could not withstand his attack. And Mahesasura took over Indra's throne. So he became the king of the heavens. Then Indra went to the gods. He went to Vishnu, Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva, and said, please help me. He's creating so much evil. So since no man could kill him, they went to Lord Shiva's wife Durga for help, because Lord Brahma has granted him a boon that no woman would kill him. No man could kill him. So they went to Durga, Devi Durga. And Devi Durga, look at her, she mounted on her fierce tiger, the lion, and she had all the weapons in her hand. And the lion made such a roar that shook the mountains and created huge waves in the seas. So this is Devi Durga. And Mahesasura started running. but Devi Durga killed him, freeing both the earth and the heavens from his torture. So look at Devi Durga. And look at Mahesha. He's running everywhere, but he could not escape Devi Durga. Was well equipped with all the weapons, and the lion was roaring, and she finally killed him. So it is always said that good wins over evil. So if you are an evil person, you will get punished. So now we have talked about so many gods and goddesses, right? Lord Ganesha, Lord Rama, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna, and then Devi Saraswati, Devi Lakshmi, and Devi Durga. So Rani had a very good question. She asked, how many gods and goddesses are there? So she wanted to know how many gods and goddesses are there. And you know that there is only God, there's only one God. While it appears that there are many gods and goddesses, there's only God, which appears as all things, as all beings, and as the entire universe. God is everywhere and in everything. So you can pray to the God in any form you like. For example, let's say you want to have have clear thinking, all right? Then you will pray to Goddess Saraswati because she's Goddess of knowledge. And let's say if you are starting something new and you want no obstacles in your way, then you pray to Lord Ganesha because he is the remover of the obstacles, right? So you can pray God in any form, but in reality, there is only one God. These forms make it easy for us to pray to God. So it is easy to visualize Devi Saraswati as Goddess of knowledge and pray to her for knowledge. It is easy to visualize Lord Ganesha with a big belly and elephant ears and an elephant trunk, right? It is easy to visualize him and then pray to him to remove our obstacles. And if you want some wealth, and then you pray to Devi Lakshmi because she's the goddess of wealth and prosperity. And we just give these one God these different names. Like we could call them by Devi Saraswati or Devi Lakshmi or Lord Krishna or Lord Rama, whatever we want. So we give different names to these different forms. So it might appear that there are many gods and goddesses, but in reality, there is only one God. So now I will explain this further. So just an actor performing on a stage, playing different roles is called by the name of the role he is playing. So there is a boy, right? And he plays different roles. So when he's a king, he's called the king, but it is the same boy. And then he plays a role of a beggar. So he dresses up like a beggar, and then he's a beggar. And then suppose he dresses up like a Superman, so he's a Superman. But in reality, there is only one boy which appears in these different forms. Like he wears these different costumes and it appears as different. So it's not that there are different people. It is only one person who's appearing, who's playing all these roles, sometime as a king, sometime as a beggar, sometime as a Superman, and anything as he wishes to. So in the similar way, God assumes the role of a creator. And when he is the role of a creator, then we call him Lord Brahma. And when he's a sustainer, then when he preserves things so that they grow nicely, then we call him Lord Vishnu. And when the things are destroyed, then we call him Lord Shiva. Right? We worship one God by different names with the corresponding forms. I'll give you another example. Let's say a woman can be called a mother, a wife, a sister, etc. Right? She is mother at home, like for your mom, like she could be a doctor, right? So she's a doctor. Then she will wear a doctor, costume. Then she's a wife and a mother, right? She has children and a husband. So here she plays the role of a wife and a mother. And then she's somebody's daughter also, like she's now a daughter. And then now she's a sister. So it is one mom, but she's playing these different roles. So in the same way, there is one God who appears in different forms, like Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Krishna, Rama, Ganesha, or Saraswati, or Lakshmi, or Durga, or even Hanuman, right? So similarly, the names and forms depend on the role we perceive God to be performing. So if we want a God to be somebody who gives knowledge, then we assume that the God appears as Devi Saraswati, right? And so on. So I've given you two examples. The previous one said that there's the same boy and he plays these different roles and you call them by different names. But actually there is only one boy, right? And in the next example, it is only one mom who is a doctor outside the home. But inside the home, she's a wife and a mother and takes care of her children. And then she's also a daughter. And then she's also a sister. So there is only one mom who plays different roles. So as I said before, this form can be a she god, like Devi Saraswati, Devi Lakshmi, Devi Parvati, or a he god, like Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha, and so on. It can also be in animal form, like the monkey Lord Hanuman. So it could be even, another, it need not be a human. It could be an animal also, or it can be any other form, even a plant you could worship, right? So it could be any form. So I will give you one more example to understand this. Just as you take specific medicines for specific illness, similarly, there are specific prayers for specific occasions. See, let's say if you have a stomach ache, then the doctor will give you a different medicine. And now suppose you have a cold and a cough, then the doctor will give you a different medicine. So same, if you have an eye problem, you invoke the God who presides over the eyes. When we need wealth, we invoke God as Devi Lakshmi, presiding over wealth. For knowledge, we worship God in the form of Devi Saraswati, and we chant the prayer, Saraswati Namastubhyam. And when we invoke Lord Ganesha, we sing the prayer, Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Similarly, when we start something new and we want to be successful, we invoke God in the form of Lord Ganesha to remove all the obstacles. So Rani, there is only one God which appears in different forms, and we call the God by different names. So we are going to learn this prayer, and this time in English. God is one and one for all. Repeat after me. See, I'm showing all the different gods, but in essence, there is only one God. God is one and one for all. God is one. He loves us all. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. So, God is one and one for all. God is one, He loves us all. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. God is one within us all. Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati. God is one, the source of all. Rama, Sita, Hanuman. God is one, the truth of all. Ganesha, Krishna, and all. So I'm going to read this poem one more time. God is one and one for all. God is one, He loves us all. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. God is one within us all. Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati. God is one, the source of all. Rama, Sita, Hanuman. God is one, the truth of all. Ganesha, Krishna, and all. So all these gods are actually one. They are just appears in different forms. And depending on what we pray for or which god we invoke, they appear in that form. Now Raj asked the question, why do we pray? So it's a very good question and I'm going to answer you. Raj, think of all the nice things God does for us. He gives us so many different foods we enjoy. He gives us the sun for heat and light. Look at the beautiful sky with the moon and the stars at night. This is all His beautiful creation. Worshipping God is like saying thank you for His kindness. Prayers can be an expression of gratitude, happiness, and pleasure. It can also be singing the glories of God out of joy. When we chant these prayers, we're just singing the glories of God. We pray because not everything is under our control, and we seek help and guidance from God to be successful. When we do or need something, we try our best, but we also pray to God to grant our wishes, right? We also pray to God for the happiness and prosperity for all living creatures and for all people to live in peace and harmony. Remember the prayer we chant at the end of the class? Sarve bhavantu sukhina. May everybody be happy. So we do not always pray for ourselves. We also pray that there be peace, peace, peace in the world and everybody live in harmony and not fight with each other. Where do we go to pray? Raj, you do not need to go anywhere to pray. You can pray anywhere. Just close your eyes. Remember the God in the form of your choice and offer your salutation. Or you could chant a prayer. So let's say you just close your eyes, think of Devi Saraswati, and then give thanks to her, offer your salutations, and you could chant Saraswati Namastubhyam. So you do not need to go anywhere to pray. You can also place a statue or a picture in your house in a clean place and pray there. So if you put a picture of Lord Ganesha, and then when you pray, then you see Lord Ganesha in that picture. So it makes it easy to pray. You can also go to a temple, or a temple is called a mandir, to pray. Like you have churches, you have temples where you have like a statue of gods like Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha, Lord Rama, and so on. And you can also go there and pray. But you don't have to go, like you can do that, but you really, if you want to pray, just close your eyes and sit quietly and just think of the God you want to pray and offer your prayers and just be thankful and offer your salutations. So now we are going to learn. So we have learned prayers to all the gods and goddesses I have talked about. And today we are going to learn prayers to Lord Shiva and Devi Durga. So first, listen to me. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. So listen one more time. And slowly you will learn this prayer. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Suddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. And now you chant after me. And what I say, you repeat. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmanga Ragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. So Namah Shivaya means salutations to Lord Shiva. So I'm going to chant this one more time and you chant with me. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmanga Ragaya Maheshwaraya. Excuse me. Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Salutations to Lord Shiva. And now we are going to learn a prayer to Devi Parvati, or in this form it is called Devi Durga. Sarva Mangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhake Sharanye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Now listen to me one more time. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhake Sharanye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. My salutations to Devi Durga. And now I'm going to repeat word by word. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhake Sharanye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. And now you chant after me. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhake Sharanye Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. And now we will end the class with the welfare prayer. You have been learning these 3 verses, and I hope by now you remember them. So you chant with me. Kale varshatu parjanyaha Prithvi sasya shalini Deshoyam shobharahitaha Brahmana santu nirbhayaha Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha Sarve santu niramayaha Sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet asato ma sadgamaya tamso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. There is one more verse to this prayer. This prayer has 4 verses, and that verse we will learn in the next class. So, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let there be peace everywhere. Let everybody be happy, not fall sick, and so on. And now, Rani and Raj will give you prasada. She has some nice sweets, and with the blessings of all the different gods which we see, but there is only one God which appears in different forms, and we call them by different names. Namaste. Goodbye. Phir milenge. We will meet you again in the next class. Stay well. Bye-bye.